we all doing today, Shuffle Squad? Today we're going to be looking at Arceus Duraludon. Is this the play for Arlington? Well, if it is, then it's already a bit too late because it's pretty much happening tomorrow. So, oh well. Now, I wanted to take a look at this deck to see how it goes. We're going to be taking that list from Toronto that got top two. Top two? Bro, it just got second place. It's either first or second. There's no such thing as a top two. That was achieved by Christian Nabella. Now, funny enough, when I went on Limitless to paste this list in, it had 2 Duraludon V and 3 Duraludon VMAX in there. I don't know if that's put in by mistake, but I've switched it around to a 3-2 line. I'm assuming that's the case, because why would you have that third Duraludon VMAX for no apparent reason and then have 2 Duraludon V? Makes no sense. If that's actually the list, then I don't know, but I don't think it is. I highly doubt it. So I wanted to look at this variant of it because it clearly is the most successful variant of Duraludon. It's going to be very interesting to see how this plays against the likes of Lugia and stuff, though, because, I mean, well, to be fair, this did play in Toronto and this was post-Lugia, so clearly it can. But the biggest issue with Arceus right now is it's just too slow. It just isn't fast enough. Funnily enough, a deck that can turn 2, search for 2 cards and accelerate energy into play is too slow for Lugia, which is kind of mental when you really think about it. But of course, the whole idea is to get energy onto this Duraludon VMAX, and I think the way it actually deals with the likes of Lugia is sometimes you're not going to be able to get that Arceus V-Star out. Right, cool. But if you can go and just Trinity Charge onto a Duraludon and evolve it, then you already have that big advantage that we're looking to get. So a lot of the times, you're not even going to go for that typical Arceus V-Star Trinity Nova Accelerate, right? Especially when you're against Lugia. That's what I expect to be the case and why this is the only Arceus deck that actually is surviving right now. But that said, though, Arceus will return. I'll tell you that. Post-rotation, when Lugia loses its powerful energy and stuff like that, I feel like Arceus will make a comeback for sure. But it is still struggling and striving somewhere in the trenches in the format with Duraludon. So this is the list here. We have Hyper Potion to heal off. There's a lot of healing in this deck. Of course, that's for the Lost Box variants out there being able to spread damage and do this and that. That's what the Hyper Potion's there for. Obviously, makes use of these extra turbo energies. That's also why Big Parasol is about. But of course, Big Parasol is primarily there for your Veltor being able to one-hit KO this Donny, which is Lugia's answer to Duraludon. So Big Parasol helps prevent that from happening. We've also got Crystal Cave for healing. We have the Temple of Sinnoh again to shut the Lugias down when it comes to the powerful energy, allowing Arceus to, you know, catch up a little bit and not get one-hit KO'd immediately. Training Court for any discarded energy or anything down that line. For Colress Experiment, that's obviously borrowing a lot from the Gudra deck that performed very well in a regional recently too. Clearly seems to work in Arceus builds. So honestly, that's pretty cool. We've got the Pokégears. We've got 4 of them because there's no additional bench support. It is just straight Arceus, Duraludon, and then Trainers and Energy, which is going to be really interesting to see how it plays out. 4 Bosses Orders as well, which is really cool. No Serenas, which again is pretty interesting. We also have a cheeky Mustard, which is really, really cool. You can play if it's the last card in your hand, search for a single strike Pokemon, put it onto your bench, and then draw 5. Oh, is that why? Okay, maybe it actually is meant to be 2 and 3. That doesn't make sense. Just for that play? Really? Okay, you could call me ignorant, so be it, fine. I didn't even realize that. So it's a 2-3 line and one of them's there for the single strike Mustard play. To be fair, it's not too hard to do. Oh, it makes sense. Okay, I'm seeing it now, I'm seeing it. So you go for the Arceus, and if you manage to get the V-Star out, but you don't get a Duraludon V down, you can go ahead and hopefully play your hand to a point of being able to Mustard and then accelerate to a fresh Duraludon. I get it. Oh, that's kind of sick, bro. That's really, really cool. I like that. Anyway, enough of that. I think I'm learning just as much as you are today. Let's get into a game with it, shall we? Right, we are playing a Rapid Strike Urshifu deck, which isn't great, of course, because we're weak to that with the Arceus. Of course, typical, eh? Match begins the weak, boys, huh? All right, let's see how it is. But thankfully, they haven't started off. They've started off really, really poorly here, so I can comfortably see if they went and benched a Rapid Urshifu and put an energy down, I would have gone completely differently down this route. But hey, it's fine. So, I think this hand's looking pretty bad, actually, all things considered. I do still want to... Oh, the things we have the guaranteed Arceus V-Star next turn. So, do I Marnie here? I think I do. They're starting off with a pretty bad hand. I'm not going to Marnie, actually. Yeah. Let's play to our strengths here. Turbo, that's good. Arceus V-Star is pretty good. And we'll take probably the other Colress. I think that's the play. So we're just going to go ahead and pass. And then next turn, we can find that Duraludon V and just go for it. So that's pretty cool. I like that already. So they could have just top decked that Sobble, right? Because there's no way in hell they decided not to bench that the turn before. Also, interestingly enough, we don't play Path. So Radiant Jirachi is probably going to be able to find the 3 cards it wants if we do KO it. Which, okay, I guess it is what it is. But considering they are dead drawing... Oh, but then do I want to Marnie them next turn? If they are... Wait, bro, what? Hold on, Mr. Yoshi, Mr. Yoshi Gigabega. You had that in hand, right? You either had the Sobble or the Quick Ball in hand last turn and you decided not to play them? Unless they just, you know, there's obvious thing. There's the obvious assumption that they just wasn't playing that turn for some reason and just missed or wasn't paying attention. This is PTCGO. We're not like, it's not like we're playing at regionals here. You know, there's that, but let's take that out into consideration. It's either that or they just, I don't know. It's PTCGO, wasn't it? So PTCGO. L, oh God, not that for sure. Right, well, they had it anyway, so that's a bit wild. Right. I think a boss's order is pretty bad here, right? Because, you know, that's 10 damage off. That's not good. Although I like KOing a Sobble or something rather than KOing this Jirachi, right? Because if we KO the Jirachi, they're going to get what they need. So Marnie's pointless. I can Starburst for a Duraludon. I think that's the way to go. Just Gust and KO a Sobble, limit their outs to get what they need next turn. And then just set up our own Duraludon, right? That seems about right. Well, in that case, Temple of Sinnoh can be kind of clutch here, but then that's going to shut down our own turbo, which feels bad. Temple of Sinnoh seems good, though, because it shuts down the rapid energy. We could get the Temple of Sinnoh for the turn afterwards, which doesn't seem bad. We've already got the Evo for the Duraludon, so that's fine. We've also got 2 Hyper Potions here, which is kind of nuts. So that's about right. And then we go and Gust and KO a Sobble. Right, and that way they have 1 less out to Trainer Search, and then on top of that, I might actually attach an energy to this Arceus. Oh, do I do that? No, I'm not. No, we're fine. All right, let's just take that KO. I think that was the play, right? That's got to be the play. Remove their outs. Like, hitting that, for, you know, giving it 10 HP less is not going to do... Well, I guess it means if we were to hit that and come up with Duraludon, we'd be able to get the KO. But I think the Duraludon is strong enough to hold its own against the Urshifu anyway, because it obviously they pay the Rapid Strike energy. Now, if I'm correct, this removes all special energy attached to Pokemon provide 1 colorless energy and have no other effect. So they're still classed as special energy. So if I'm correct, the Duraludon will still block it. So that's good. So then, yeah, of course they can come up now and go for a hit on this bad boy, but they could get it actually. Scoop up, evolve, dum-dum. But I think we're fine. I think we're okay. This is still a pretty favorable matchup for us, all things considered. Just the simple fact that we can shut down these rapids and even prevent damage from them is pretty strong. I do like that a lot. I wouldn't be surprised there's like Raihan plays in here though. Oh, no. They need to get 3 energies on this board. Yeah, we're fine. We just complete the counter. We just got to be careful with how we play, which is bad because me? Me careful? No. Come off it. Bloody hell. Right, okay, you got it. Well done. All right, so they're going to scoop up and probably just go for the hit. I mean, they could go for Gale Thrust, which will 1-hit KO the Arceus. Or they can go for Rapid Flow, which won't 1-hit KO the Arceus, but will put damage on Duraludon V. Which is going to be an interesting choice on their part. Granted, it will only do 90, because we actually take 30 less damage, right? Yeah, so it'll only do 90 damage on Duraludon V. So I'm interested to see what... Okay, it's going to be a Gale Thrust, right? Well, let's shut them down, shall we? We're going to bring up the Duraludon, drop a Temple of Sinnoh, and just keep moving. Just keep moving. So this is what I think this deck likes to do, right? It likes to sit here, just get to a point where you've got massive hands, you're chorusing into loads of stuff that you need, and we're out here just doing that right now. So Temple of Sinnoh coming in. I do like this hand a lot, so I'm going to Colress because I like the fact that, okay, we definitely don't need you right now, I guess. Parasol could be clutch, Crystal Cave could be good in case they play a Path. And an Ultra Ball seems about right. We still got 1 more Duraludon, still got more Arceus available. So I think that's correct. In case they do have something. Well, do they? Will they? Would they? Are they? Anyway. I could attach this as well and actually set up a Hyper Potion if they manage to get a hit on me next turn. But that doesn't seem like that's going to happen. So I don't think there's any need for the Parasol just yet. Oh, no, there is. Misfortune. That can come in and do something. Okay, you never know, okay? You never know. They could do some sort of acceleration of some sorts. I don't know. They could have a twin in here. You don't know. It's the ladder, okay? I'm attaching that because Radiant Jirachi has that Astral Misfortune, flip 2 coins to take a KO. That's going to prevent that effect from happening. So there's that at least, which is good. I'm sure some of you in the comments were like, sure, do that. It's okay. I'm here. I'm present, brother. I'm here, okay? But I think from here on out, it's going to be very, very difficult for them to do absolutely anything. And this is why this Duraludon's good, right? Just being able to just sit in the active and just hit. You can't do nothing. Which is what it's looking to do against Lugia, ultimately. And I can see how it got second as a result of that. So it's going to be interesting. I do like Duraludon, though, myself. I actually have built myself a Lugia Duraludon deck, which was really fun to make. Definitely not good as this one. This one knows what it wants to be. It's got an identity, so to speak. But the one I made was just like, let's just throw Duraludon and Lugia for the fun of it. I made a video on it, but I stupidly didn't put single strike energy on there, which is ridiculous because you could get Duraludon to a one-hit KO range on V-Stars whilst also blocking off Lugia, which felt mental, right? Absolutely wild. But yeah, that was just a bit of a fun deck. It was really cool to play, but other than that, I think this Duraludon's probably the best way to go about it, ultimately, right? Arceus is just so much more simpler. It just knows what it's doing, you know? It really does. But anyway, I'm wondering what else they can really do here. They've got the 2 Shady Dealings, but what other options do they have? They're going to manually retreat. Oh, that feels bad, mate, innit? Oh, Cheryl, okay. You're playing the long game. Right, well, Pokégear should hopefully get us... I can see why there's 4 bosses in here, right? Because there's these plays happening. Right, then. Oh, they can scoop up as well. And they can Gale Thrust. Okay. That means Hyper Potion play would be quite nice. I do like the sound of it. I do like the sound of that. And in fact... Hyper Potion buff. Hyper Potion plus Cave sounds pretty solid. Right then. So. I need to think here. I need to... Maybe I can try and set up another Duraludon. If they take out the V, that's fine. It is what it is. But if I could set up another Duraludon, that could be pretty good. No, I can't. Okay, well, that's just... I've just made a mistake. It's fine. I'm fitting the deck. It's okay. It's all right. Let's just get an Arceus V out. And I think I'm going to Colress. I want basically a Turbo Energy. I can't Marnie because then I lose the Hyper Potions, which is kind of what I would need right now. So we're just going to Colress and hope we get the double Turbo. We don't. Oh, no. Okay. We're going to get thinnable cards here. Oh, I could go for an Escape Rope just to kind of force a Gust situation, I guess. That ain't good, bro. That ain't good, bruv. It's not looking good, bruv. All right, that's definitely a Crystal Cave time then. And... do I just attach an energy and Hyper Potion here? Is that what I'm doing? That feels bad. Yeah, they're just going to get another turn in of doing the same thing. Escape Roping will let me take a prize, but I feel like our prize map's simple. Urshi and Crobat, right? That's kind of it. That's kind of all we want to do. The hand's not fillable enough to get a mustard play down yet. I think I just do the hit here, right? There's no way they're hitting a 210 on us. There's just no way that's happening, right? There's no way. Yeah, I think I've ruined this already. I've already butchered it. I'm sorry, okay? I try and play these decks, but I'm a rogue boy. I'm not the meta. Oh, I'm only messing about, but yeah, another... Don't tell me I've seen another... Okay, I'm about to say, if there was another Cheryl play, I would have been fuming. They've only got the one Cheryl. We know that. No chance they got 2 Cheryl plays happening here. No chance, my friend. No chance. They're going to leave this Radiant Jirachi. Oh, they're going to manually retreat it now, I see. Now, it means I actually KO this Donnie here. But I have to heal, bro. I need to find the turbo. Judge. Oh, no. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's really bad. Please give me something worthwhile here. There's the turbo. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. I think I bench this Arceus. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go for that turbo. And we are definitely getting a Hyper Potion here. Yes, come on. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. Let's go. Hyper Potion, heal off 120. That way we know they ain't doing anything cheeky next turn to KO this bad boy. I was scared I had to bench the Arceus. Okay, I had to do it. It had to happen. That's going to be a KO there, which is lovely. Now, if I could get a cheeky boss from here, I would be even more ecstatic. Oh, there's Duraludon. Okay, that's good. Raihan, not really what we're looking for here. We want a boss. We want a boss play. That's really what we're looking for. Just gust up this, take it out, and that's game. They could come up with another Gale Thrust again, which does put a lot of threat down, but hey-ho. We have energy for Raihans and stuff like that. I'd like to get, I would ideally like to get Duraludon down, attaching energy to it, and then that will set up an ideal Raihan play the turn after if the Duraludon goes down, right? So we can come in with another Duraludon VMAX. That's kind of what I want to happen. We just have to wait and see what they do here. But for sure, there's no way they want to KO in this Duraludon right now. There's nothing they've got in deck that can do that. There's got to be nothing. Like, there's obviously anything that can happen, but I don't think this deck's got the capacity. I don't think it's got it in it. Interesting to see a Judge, though. Really interesting to see a Judge. How good is Judge nowadays? Well, we'll see once Marnie... I think Marnie is rotating, right? Block D, yeah. Once Marnie rotates. Different format, mate. Marnie caused so many problems. It's the Marmite. Marnie, Marmite, Mar. Yeah. No. It's the Marmite of the format. You either love it or hate it, right? It's kind of what it is for some people. For me, do you know what? Funny enough, I've got Marmite right now, right? In my kitchen. And I ain't had Marmite for years. And I was like, do you know what? Let me give Marmite a go again. Let me see. And it is the most interesting sensation. It is like, you don't like it, but you want more. It is the strangest sensation ever. It's like, oh, that's really strong, really, really powerful, really bitter. But I want more. I cannot explain it. If you've had Marmite, you know. Although I saw someone in the States showing a British Isle in America, and Marmite's like $10, which is nuts. That is mental. Oh, they're going to take the Arceus out here. And I was like, Rob, that expensive? Bro, nah. For Marmite, no. But if you have tried it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The Australians will know Vegemite. I think that's Australian. Okay, so enough jibber jabber. Let's think here. So we can Raihan to get any card we want, right? I want to heal, ideally. First things first, we go ahead and quick ball away the Switch. Then we get an Arceus. I don't want a Marnie. We're going to Ultra Ball these two away, right? And then get a Duraludon VMAX. Reason being is I want to thin and I want to get a boss here. Pokégear? Ah! That's not what you want to see. Okay. Okay. Now, they can't KO us next turn, right? Again, so that's good. Which means I can survive this turn. So the heal ain't that big a deal, right? It ain't all that. It ain't all that. Which means what's probably correct here is Raihan to get the boss. So that's a guaranteed boss's orders, right? Escape Rope? I see you, but you're just going to give me... My phone! No, you can wait. It's going to give me an Escape Rope, but that's going to do nothing for me. They're just going to put up Jirachi, which we don't want. The boss is definitely the play, right? Whoa, hold. Are you telling me I priced 2 bosses orders? No, wait, hold on, unless I've got the other artworks in here. Oh, no, I do, yeah, okay. I'm just stupid, that's all, nothing new. Benching that's kind of a bad idea, because if they manage to get a kill on it somehow, I guess they... No, I just don't want him gusting. I'd rather have this Duraludon up here. Just go for the hit. We know they can't KO this next turn. And we just have boss for game at this point, right? I think that's pretty much it at the end of the day. So that's looking cool. just gotta hope. But look, I don't think there's anything they can do. There's literally, there's no way that there's nothing they can do. Nothing, right? What could they bench? In my head, I'm like, Drapion. No, Drapion's not going to do anything. Although, funnily enough, if I had more like single strike cards in play, Drapion would have done something. Could have actually KO'd us, but no, Drapion ain't doing nothing. What else is there? I don't know. Yes, I get it, phone. I know. I'm popular. Okay, I get it. My phone goes like once a day, mate. It's just telling me it's my bedtime. That's how you know I'm popular. It's like, bedtime in 10 minutes. Oh, yay, someone cares about me. Anyway. I don't know what they're doing. There's only so much they can do right now. Oh, you cheeky bagger. But then, they could retreat to one of these bad boys or something. That's true. They could do that. They could do that. That's interesting. Earth and Seal Stone. Like it. I like it. I do like it. But what are they going to do? They could retreat and then what? Just wait? They have to retreat and still do some damage right now. And there's no other way of them doing damage right now. Playing this judge. So they can judge me all they want, but as it stands, we're still pretty much winning, from what I can tell. I guess if they retreat to Jirachi, though, that kind of seems correct, doesn't it? Oh, the retreat to Jirachi would be good, because as soon as... Yeah. Oh, that's dangerous. You've thrown another curveball my way, have you, Joshy? Okie-dokie. I have to think here. Okay, the Jirachi, they get any 3 cards they want, right? They definitely will have that, but the thing is, they can't go for any sort of rapid flow play. They have to Gale Frost me next turn, and the Gale Frost is currently doing 180. That wings it to 200, which is enough to KO this. So, take 2. Boss's orders. I've got 1 boss. I should thin, shouldn't I? I don't want to get rid of the energy. I shouldn't have done that! No! I should have kept the energy because that would have allowed me to attach Hyper Potion, but it's fine. That means we need the energy for it. Okay, all right, cool. Boss's orders! No! Oh, no! We have to Colress here, and we have to get hope. We get heals. Yes! You, and you. Right, that seems like a no-brainer. Heal. I will heal. It means they haven't got it next turn. Even with this Jirachi, they ain't got it. That saved me. Crystal Cave has saved me. I don't even think I needed the boss now, to be honest with you, because it doesn't matter. I just take anything out on the board in its game. Fair play to them. They have brought it down to the wire, but I'm trying to think now what else they can do. How are they hitting 220 next turn? They just aren't. Right? Their max damage output is 210, I think. No, is 190. No, 200. 200. Bro, Sean. Yeah, 200. Wait. 190. I don't know. My maths brain ain't working. Alrighty, here we go. We're playing Mew. Yeah. Oh, okay. This is actually quite nice. It's rare that I come up against Mew and I'm like, oh, I quite like the sound of that. Except we haven't got anything to really work with right now, unfortunately, which kind of sucks. But okay, how are we going to do it with this hand? So, this Arceus is very likely to go down next turn unless we place the Sinnoh and it sticks, right? So we definitely got to play Sinnoh. I believe the Parasol doesn't stop this. It's disattack at 70 damage. So I think it's an effect on the Meloetta, which means it won't prevent any damage done to the Arceus. So the Parasol's not doing much there. We definitely want to get the Duraludon V for the VMAX. So, okay, so we're going to go like that. We're going to go like that. And I think we're just going to pass, right? So we know that they have to get that stadium bounce if they really want to get the Meloetta to go ahead and do its damage output. Although, does that actually apply? I think it still does, no? Look at the rulings. All special energy provide 1 color. Oh, it doesn't matter anyway. It's crazy how we've seen the day where Mew is consistently playing Path to the Peak. That is an incredible thing that people probably never saw coming. Not many people went there and went, oh yeah, they play Path. Mew, Path. But no, that's the power of Lugia. To convince Mew of all decks to play Path to the peak is nuts. But hey, that's the crazy world we live in right now. Okay, so they were trying to gust me up there, but it ain't happening. They're going to go ahead and probably do, what is that, 120 they're doing right now, I think? Okay, we can act that. We can take that. So, here's what I want to do. I think we bench the Arceus V, go to an Arceus VSTAR, and get myself a Switch and a Turbo Energy, and switch into this, and then use Trinity Charge to the Duraludon V. Or hopefully we can even get to a VMAX. That kind of seems like a good play. Yeah, I'm going to commit to it. I want to see how this plays out. I want to see if I'm as big brain as I think I am. Huh? Am I a genius or stupid? Or maybe both. Anyway, we've pulled it off. So we're going to go like that. Go for a double turbo. And we got to hope that we get... I would like a VMAX here off this. A Duraludon VMAX. We don't. We get a lot of supporter cards, though. Raihan's not serving any purpose right here. And I don't know if it will from this point on. Marnie, not so much either. Definitely Colress sounds good. The Turbo sounds good for a hyper play. We're going to go like... Pick it! Okay, I got scared. I am going to attach the Parasol. And then just go for a Trinity Charge. Now, they could gust it up and hit it. We know that for sure. Which is kind of why I wanted the Duraludon VMAX. But hey, we've got Duraludon charging up already. Right, we've got something going at least. Maybe... No, there was no way I could have done that. There's no other way I could have done that. I just had to get the Duraludon, but we didn't get it, unfortunately. We just got to hope they ain't got that gust play. That's basically it. But they do. If they get one more down, it will be another 70 on top, so it's 190. That'll make it 210. Bearing in mind, we are taking 30 less damage, so they have to hit 250 here in order to take out this Duraludon V. This is why I wanted the VMAX, by the way, because we wouldn't have to worry about any of this, but here we are now stressing the fact that they could very well possibly take a KO on this Duraludon right now. The choice belt doesn't help. Oh my gosh. They've just gone and done it, haven't they? They've gone and done it. Oh my gosh. They have. Now I wish I took the Raihan. The Raihan would have been so much better here. No way. There's that power tablet. That should be enough, right? That's 3 damage modifiers. There's 90 damage on top. It's enough. I needed the Duraludon VMAX, bro, but it ain't cometh. It has not cometh to me. Oh, no. All right, we'll have to try and make something happen here. We have to make a miracle play. Right, we definitely want the Meloetta down. Guaranteed, right? No messing about. We're going to have to get another Duraludon V down and just accelerate to it again. Hopefully we can get a VSTAR off of this. That would be kind of cool. Ultra Ball will do it. Oh, this feels rough. I think we do that. Oh! Really? I've prized my other Arceus VSTAR. Bro, I've got to check my decks. I'm not checking my decks. They could do it again. They could pull it off again. We're going to see what happens. I could have power edged, I know, but I just want to get Duraludon out, man. I just want to get Duraludon. If I power edged, they would have KO'd it anyway and would have been screwed. So I don't think there's any... Bro, that goes to show whiffing one card has caused all of this chaos. One card being whiffed has caused all of this. They're doing enough. Meloetta's so strong nowadays, bro. Oh, I just wanted a Duraludon. That's all I wanted. I just want a Duraludon. They're just refusing. That's a scoop, bro. There's no way out of that, unfortunately. Don't tease me, you fool. This is a top 2 deck. You fraud. Mr. Okay, let's see. Oh, Zoroark. We do Zoroark very, very well. Very, very well. That's kind of nice. Okay, they give me a little treat here. That's good to know. They are going first, though, which I don't know how I feel about that. I would have rather have gone first, but hey, it's fine. Yeah, this is actually quite good for us, to be honest with you. Now, what can they really do here? There's obviously the breaks, and can they get into a position to 1-KO this Arceus next turn? Do I have to try and work on a Trinity charge, or can I just attach this energy? I think we're safe enough just to straight attach the energy and go from there. What else could go with us right now? Colress seems about right, doesn't it? It does. We have pretty much everything we need next turn apart. Yeah, I think just going for a Colress seems okay. We have what we need in our hand. You look nice. You look nice. And I would say that the escape rope don't matter so much. So to speak, I mean, it could matter. How much so? No. Yes. No. Yes. Okay, I don't know. I'm trying to think how it could pan out, but I think we're fine. I think we just go ahead and pass from here. I think we're good. Next time we got the old star. Hello, thank you. We got the old star bird for Reno, and then we got the old Trinity Nova, and then we go ahead, charge this up, and then from there we are sweet. Thankfully, this game we should, if we don't get Marnied here, we should be able to have a Duraludon VMAX out before it gets knocked out, which would be nice. It'd be nice to use the cards, Yeah, I'm very interested in that single strike play though. How easy is it to play to actually pull off in this deck? That mustard play, because I see myself drawing big hands quite a lot in this deck actually. I really do. Right, they're gonna go for a research. There's that Slowbro that we got to be super careful of, but I think we should be able to oppress so harsh to the point that they take like at max 2 prizes, and at the point of Slowbro, we should be able to finish off the game, right? So if your opponent has exactly 1 prize card, may only take 2. So I think we should be there enough, right? And there's that Raichu, again, not a big deal for us. What can his deck tech that can cause problems? I guess there's that Zoroark, the knockout Zoroark that exists, but other than that, what else is there really? And even then, we can have the Parasol help us in that regard, so that's fine. Okay, we've got Boss in hand, so we can just Gust KO the Zoroark, but I kind of like the idea of getting rid of their retreat. So even that Cinccino looks quite fun. Alright, let's not play about too much. Let's go ahead, Starbirth, and get ourselves a Turbo, that's for sure. And I think, honestly, the Parasol looks good because they do have something. An out. I want the Parasol to at least remove the odds of that. Sinnoh could be good. We've already got Boss in hand. We've got multiple bosses, so that's fine. We've got Hyper Potions if need be. I think we're fine. Yeah, I think that's the most correct play, right? And then we go ahead. See, I should have done this first, sequencing and all that jazz. Oh, look at me. I can sequence. No, I can't. That was the point. Let's do that and attach the Parasol in case they have any tricks. Then we Trinity Nova, and we have that Escape Rope to go ahead and get this Duraludon into the active. So I think that was the best way we can go about it. And that way we hold the hand. We have the Gust that's available. We have Switch outs in case they try any tricks. But I think that's pretty solid, all things considered. Yeah, because there are some Zoroark decks that play that ghost type Zoroark that has the effect that if your opponent is in the active spot, and I think it's just knocked out the next turn. So obviously, if we have just that one Duraludon and we're stuck and we don't have any switch outs and they pulled it off, we need the Parasol to remove that effect so we can make sure that we're safe. So that's kind of why I've guaranteed just getting that out straight away with the Starbirth, because that way we don't have to dig for it and try and find it. If we were to find ourselves in that kind of position. So you're going to be a pain though. 160, we should be able to heal enough for that anyway. Yeah, that Martiana's going to be a pain. Oh, they've scooped. Okay, yeah, it's fair play to him, The best thing they had was Martiana. But still could have given us a bit of a fight, but No, unfortunately not. But I tell you what, I did actually have a decent time playing this deck. It's very, very simplistic in its strategy, but definitely has a lot of depth when it comes to what decisions you're making when playing it. So actually is really, really interesting. And I want to see how this deck fares in Arlington, if it's going to get a run at all or not. I mean, look, there's a lot of Lugia counters out there, but Lugia is going to be very conscious of all of its counters right now, especially the paralysis that's running around with the Articunos and the Zekrons. You're going to see Lugia's probably playing loads of switch outs and stuff like that, just ways to avoid that. The Virizion V out there that can just remove special conditions like that. Like, you're going to see these techs in Lugia decks now because they can. So Duraludon might actually be one of the best counters to it coming into this Arlington matchup, regional, considering the fact that a lot of players are probably going to be eyeing up those paralysis and trying to deal with that. Duraludon might slip under the shadows and might get in there and be like, hey, I still exist. So it'd be very interesting to see how it does. I'm definitely going to keep an eye out and see if there's any Duraludons about on stream, assuming they are streaming it. I don't know if they are, but I assume they will be. Anyway, we're going to go leave it there. Thanks for watching. Do take care of yourself, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.
The Shuffle Squad is proudly sponsored by Atlas Collectibles, the best place to buy any trading card game product online. Visit atlastcg.com and at the checkout screen, make sure to use code TSS12 to save an unbeatable 12% off your entire order. Atlas Collectibles will ship your product anywhere in the world, so make sure you're taking advantage of the 12% savings with TSS12. And if Pokemon is not your thing, don't worry. Go to atlastcg.com and see all the other amazing trading card game products they have there to offer.
The Shuffle Squad is partnered with PTCGO Store to provide our community with the best access to Pokemon TCG codes. They have codes available 24/7, instant email delivery, and you can save 5% off by using code TSS5. If you're a YouTube member or Patreon supporter, you'll have access to a special code that gets you 10% off. So what are you waiting for? Use code TSS5 today and save 5% on your next order of codes on any codes available at PTCGOstore.com.
Pokéx Word, the best place to get your fill of Pokemon-inspired puzzles. New puzzles are posted every day, and they recently launched a new Guess That Pokemon puzzle, which is a ton of fun to play. Go check them out at PokéXWord.com and be sure to follow them on Twitter for your chance to win a ton of PTCGO codes every month.
Check out the Late Night Series Season 6, brought to you by myself, Zach Lesage, and the Shuffle Squad. We're going to be running a bunch of sick events for the Pokemon community, and they start on August 30th. So one thing you might be noticing here is that there's an EU time and an NA time. We have one at 12 p.m. Eastern, which works out to about 5 p.m. in London. And then we have one at 7 p.m. Eastern, which should help out a lot of players on the West Coast play in this event. That being said, we still have a lot of cool things going on. Expect similar prizing that we've had for other Late Night Series events. Expect better staffing, expect better tournament experiences, and of course we do have a stream going up for this season as well, and I will be streaming the event on Twitch. That being said, we have the whole season up on the Play Limitless website. Late Night 51 all the way through 70 runs until we hit the Invitational on November 5th. So check that out, sign up today, and support Zach Lesage Events and the Shuffle Squad. See you there.